I'm going to do kind of a review for the year real quick. I just got off my job. Um, so what we're going to do, we're just going to go into training camp and we're just going to give you pretty much the full detail of every route combo that is going to be useful for you guys versus what you see. I know I don't like doing the two stick things, and obviously, I'm going to say this once, I say it 1,000 times. Never buy an offensive ebook from someone that's showing you stuff just versus stock stuff. Um, but with that being said, just going to kind of give you all a quick run through on certain things. Um, we'll kind of start with the cover zeros. Usually, the cover zeros, you'll have the safeties at the top manned up with the slots. Usually, I can basically get my ISO receiver isolated one-on-one. One of the route combos that I like to use here is going to be the slant drag, slant high, drag under. So I'm going to take the slot and the outside receiver, run a slant drag, and then all I'm going to have to do on the backside is basically you can run with a little swing route with the running back just to kind of get some clear out on the middle. You don't want to have him sitting there and then have the guy manned up on him in his run fit so he doesn't release or anything. He's just standing in the middle and it's going to create traffic if you're trying to throw either the slant or the drag. So you just want to kind of swing him out so that you have, space. You could opt to throw a wheel route if you choose. You could probably run like a slant wheel combo if you choose to do that. So those are a couple of things that, are viable. So you can either go vertical with that receiver and then just swing with him, or you can slant with the receiver and wheel him. Pretty much all you're going to do is you're just going to read the slant and the drag for the most part. Usually the slant's going to be your hot read. If the user's sitting in the middle playing the slant, you're always going to have to drag. Okay, so just going to put an emphasis on that for you guys moving forward. Okay, let me show you both variants with the vertical and the swing as well. And this time we check to the drag route underneath. You can see right there, easy yards. Definitely going to have to use that concept versus people that run a lot of cover zero. Okay. Another thing that I like to do is when you're playing people that like to run quarter shells, obviously you'll play those kind of people that bend but don't break type of defenses. Typically, let's say they're just running it from like a nickel. Okay. Usually nickel isn't going to match up the way you want it to all the time because you might have a linebacker playing the spread slot. So usually, like I said, I'm just going to have a quick out route to kind of throw him off on the high low, force him to play down. And then, if that's a match, I got the quarter. I need to turn the match off. Give me one sec. Because most of the time, people don't run match, believe it or not. Most of the time, people run those zone drops. I don't know why they do it, but they do it. So I'm just going to turn it off just based off of what I see in regs. It's basically what we're going to play our defense, our play call for the play. But usually, if they don't have match on, you can just bust that out route. Usually, I'm reading one side of the field, so technically, I don't. I'm trying to get rid of the ball within 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. I want to, sometimes I don't really give my opponent time to think so much about what I can do versus what I already know what I'm going to do based off of what my opponent is doing. Like I said, without the match on, sometimes you can bang that hot route. It really depends on the hash mark. So you don't have to respot. Usually if it's more of a wide side there, you got more depth to throw it. So, like that one, I'll have a little bit more depth to lead it to the side. Another thing, if you notice when you're in practice mode, is why I said you can't really go too much by what you see in practice mode, because sometimes when you motion someone in practice mode, they just fall over anyway, even though they technically wouldn't. So it's just something that you got to kind of, go by. So you just kind of look at the defense a little bit and see exactly how it's reacting. So like right there, that tells me, okay, if he's going to play like that, even with match off, then I can go into my back here. Okay, so if I want to keep running that out route, I can actually combine it with the zig. You're not going to have that in next year's Madden without Hot Route Master. I think Hot Route Master is with the zig route. So it's just something like he cuts out, that bends off to the flat. You can just hit the zig route. Okay. So that's just how you're dealing with quarters. If you're dealing with like cover 3, there's a couple of ways I attack cover 3. Usually if it's short hash at beginning of the year, or if you're playing like Mud beginning of the year, you can technically get this free form pass against cover 3. Later in the year, or against abilities, like if you're playing Mud or something later in the year, I don't use this as much because the zone thresholds are too high. So usually you're just going to pull this back for like a 7 o'clock read. And you're just going to have to click on it and try to get a good possession. Sometimes you might get a aggro catch. So just take a little practice, get a 7 o'clock read, and just switch on and get your user. So that's just basic stock. Now you could add hot routes to it. Usually, like if I'm running that over there with the vert concept on the back end, I'll run like a zig, or next year I'll probably have to run like an out route. I'll have to figure out some way, maybe if I can motion the tight end over next year and run a drag. Because another good concept that goes with the drag is the check release. So if you have a check release with a drag, those work pretty good. Or a drag from the slot with a running back option route, those are pretty good as well. So like I said, you're just going to have to improvise a little bit next year in terms of how you want to kind of get a defender pulled down to the flat. So we could use that drag route to basically get that clear out that we need. Okay, so if we don't have the zig, you can always just do, motion them over and get the flat. Same effect, same form. Obviously, Aiden, it's not very good at practice mode, but it's basically what you want. You're either going to do it like this with a zig flat. If you have Hot Route Master next year, you're going to have to freeform those, obviously. If you're playing with a low overall, usually I forget to, and it does cost me in them overthrows on medium pass routes. So I just got to kind of build the consistency of making sure that I freeform more on those deeper passes, like that right there. So next year, like I said, you're not going to have the ability to run that zig route. You're going to have to motion it over and run the drag to get the same effect. Okay? So now that y'all know that, I got to get better on those medium dig route free forms. Just a part of it. There we go. Kind of lead it to the receiver instead of away from him. But that'll be pretty much one way to deal with cover 3. So you have to fade off on one side. And then, like I said, you can still do that. Make them respect it, because obviously everything that you're doing is to make your opponent respect what you're going to hit. My offense is a lot of target shares. So they're going to see a lot of these plays pretty, frequently 5, 6, 7, 8 yards, somewhere in that in between, where I'm basically getting these easy completions. So if I'm constantly hitting them with the drag, it's going to take them away from, other things that I'm capable of doing. Like I said, I can go back to the free form on the side, so it really just kind of forces them to be more of a user adjust and less stock run types of defenses. So they'll have to respect everything that you can do. So another thing, like I said, I was going off of that, was dealing with situations where I have, let me see, try to give you a good example. Like let's say they're playing like man, two man, or whatever. Usually, what I'll do, sometimes I'll motion my running back over, right? So another good option is just drag with the running back option. Okay, so that's something you want to make sure that you have in your arsenal. On the back end, I would run a comeback just so that you have a clear out for your option route coming across the middle of the field. Now, you could opt to run a backside dig on that as well. That way you have a lot of meshes going on that, again, you want to make it hard for your opponent to just kind of lock in on one route. Okay. Obviously, you want to read short to deep. So you kind of go through the read progression. You got the drag, you got the crosser, you got the dig. Still got to work on that. But slow it down. As long as you got the routes, you make it hard for them to kind of just dial in on one thing that you're going to do. Okay, so you see right there, the drag is open. I have a little bit of a clear out that I could possibly freeform that option route. And then obviously the dig right there opening up right behind it. So just got to work a little bit on Aiden's freeform in practice mode. I've got it down packed in reds. Like I said, I can the drag, the option with the dig route trailing behind it, and then I could run the comeback right there. So read the drag, you've got the option. And just hit the hit. Okay, so that's it. It's just another way to attack two-man under if they start shading too much. Obviously, y'all know that I like to attack the two-man under with the motion attached to it. Just kind of show you. And obviously, the two-man contained, so there's not going to be no pressure applied to it. So if you're dealing with the two-man under where they're pressed, you just want to make sure that you have that smoke screen right there. And then anytime I'm dealing with deep half safeties and I want to clear out the middle of the field, I just want to make sure I have a comeback on that backside. So I have the corner on the right, comeback on the left. Usually if they're pressed down on the tight end, they're not, in this specific formation, they're not going to get a good press. Okay? Just because it's more of a stack tray instead of just like a trips, like a regular trips. They're too close together to get pressed. All right? So just kind of read off the tight end. You could freeform that. Obviously, sometimes you might want to put a faster receiver. Like if you're feeling like you're getting the throw and the receiver's not getting it fast enough, sometimes you might just want to go into your depth chart and probably put, maybe a faster receiver there. Yeah, so sometimes, like I said, you might want to put a faster receiver there. Sometimes, depending on who you're putting in the slot to defend your guy, and then you can go through that. But usually Myers does a good job of getting over there. But yeah, so I would have to put a faster guy against the Chiefs if they're going to put McDuffie on. But it's just something that you would have to lab up and kind of get. Other than that, you got your mesh concepts. You want to make sure that all your routes are covering different spots on the field. I'm going to show you another route that you don't see a lot. Usually, like I said, if I'm hitting them with that out route, usually my opponents start playing hard flats. So when they play a hard flat, that means as long as I don't have a route going to that spot on the field, then I don't have to worry too much about, having to worry about that defender. So when it becomes a situation where I'm dealing with a hard flat, instead of me running the out route, I will typically run that in route. Now, if I'm running an in route, I'll run a wheel behind it, just kind of get a good clear out. And then, obviously, I'm going to run that smart dig to the inside. Okay, so that way I got a lot of mesh going on and a lot of, clearing out the middle of the field. So he puts the hard flat on the field, then we can read that in route underneath. Okay, so it's just a couple of things that hopefully you guys can grab the concept of moving forward. Obviously, if you're doing handoffs, running back has to be on the right side if you're a right-hand quarterback, left side if you're a left-hand quarterback. Your run's got to go to the left if you're a right-hand quarterback, if you're under center, vice versa if you're a left-hand quarterback. Sometimes in certain formation that doesn't always apply, like in I forms. I don't think it necessarily applies. Also, auto flip doesn't. Like, you can't run your offense, like run a flip offense if you're running like a base personnel offense. Because if you flip your offense, you're going to flip right into the defense if they have base align. I mean, if they have auto flip on. All right. So if you're running a flip offense, it has to be like a 3 receivers only. Okay. And that's just if you're just trying to minimize someone's adjustments, force them to make faster adjustments. Because if you flip it, and quick hike them, they probably have time to make 1 or 2 adjustments. Sometimes, if they do something like a show blitz, they would have to show blitz twice for it to register. And like I said, that's only going to work for, 3 wide receiver sets or something like that. It's not going to work for like 12 personnel, 21 personnel offenses. So if you come out in your offense as is, and your opponent has auto flip on, then you don't necessarily need to flip your play to get the advantage. So what I would do is probably, instead of playing like that, just flip your offense before you come onto the field. Because like I said, if they have auto flip on, most people don't know this. I'm probably the only person that knows this because I laughed at it. To know that auto flip is not going to work for your base defense versus base offenses. Okay, but I'm going to play a few games before I, hit the bed. I just kind of feel like I can get some solid route concepts out there for you guys that you can utilize. Hopefully, moving forward, like I said, based on the information that I have, a lot of these hot routes aren't going to be in the game next year because they're going to be replaced with like corner routes and stuff like that. So we'll try to find some stuff that'll work, and we got to deal with the stem routes and stuff as well. So definitely going to give me some stuff to kind of play with. I'm going to be off Tuesday and Wednesday. I can definitely sit in the lab, probably get me a couple of off-screen games, probably sit in the lab for a couple of streams, and then we'll take off and we'll jump into regs and kind of give you guys some solid gameplay. Like I said, I always want to kind of think things through. I know I don't want to get into that situation where it's beginning of the year and I'm playing like 100 lab games trying to figure my shit out. I don't want to be like that this year. I want to be able to get right into it and play competitively day one without having to worry about which quarterback am I going to use. I haven't even figured out yet which quarterback I want to use. I gotta sit there and kind of weigh the pros and cons between the 3 quarterbacks that I'm going to have on my roster. Who's going to make the final 53? Is all 3 of them going to be on the final 53? Are we going to trade for a quarterback? I'm not sure yet. So I'm just going to kind of weigh my options when that presents itself. But we're going to play some games. Appreciate y'all tuning in as always. Appreciate y'all being loyal. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't do this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Miami Dolphins. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And it looked like he was able to get it back. So a big sigh of relief there, as that would have been a disastrous way to start this ball game. Two to throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there when they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Bennett cruising ahead. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. O'Connell looking to throw on first. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Myers in motion right. O'Connell to throw on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. First down throw, O'Connell. That's caught by Tucker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing on first down, O'Connell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. In motion left goes Myers. O'Connell looking to throw yet again. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Now it's O'Connell. To the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now a 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
O'Connell to throw, 3rd and short. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. In motion left goes Myers. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on second down. Here's O'Connell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. O'Connell from the gun on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They'll go for it. O'Connell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 35 yards. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They'll send one of those two tight ends in motion. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They have things going their way.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. From the shotgun, O'Connell. It gets it right back to Mayer. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A gain of 8 and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. O'Connell on 1st and 10. This is screen to Abdullah. And he'll be out right at the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
To throw here, O'Connell. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Myers in motion right. Back to throw, O'Connell. That's complete into the hands of Myers. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's O'Connell. set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's fourth down.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's number one goal is to throw that timing off.
Myers in motion right. On fourth down, O'Connell able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. In motion left goes Myers. Now O'Connell. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And O'Connell now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now with that clock rolling. Tua sets up to pass it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 7. Tua to throw again. They'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed a maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, a run from White. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring out a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and then get anywhere close to the first down.
O'Connell here on 4th down. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. 2 and now on first down. Tyreek Hill. Heck of a move. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. And now they're in the burnout. Going to the air. Tagovailoa steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 and now, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First down throw, O'Connell. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. He's in his space past the 25. And finally marked down at the 23. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. In motion left goes Myers. Throwing on first down, O'Connell. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Out of the shotgun. Here's O'Connell. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Let's get another linebacker.
Touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover.
Turbo 3, kick.
2 and now on first down.
Jack, got to get that.
Touchdown Dolphins. Raheem Mostert, 40 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Next year I'll have faster corners. Don't worry about it too much. Man, you can't run wheels next year without hot rod monster unless you spin your clip it.
Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick.
No, it's flag.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop.
Calling plays for one clock and doing it to getting yards.
For some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Throwing, O'Connell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him.
Jacobs, I need you to stop chip blocking while you're running the route. Run your fucking hands off.
Read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
They'll go for it. O'Connell.
Man, you got to lay that block.
He's brought down. Can't do anything.
Got to lay that block, bro. See, at the beginning of the year, they actually would block that.
The Raiders try it on fourth down, but
End of the year, they just dumb out. They don't try to block anything.
Right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. 2.
Why are you diving for that, bro? Just hit the freaking dude.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 is going to change things up. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field. Incomplete. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to get the lead up to 4. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. O'Connell.
Why you stop running the route, dude? Like, I hate when they do that. Like, catch the ball and go. Why are you stopping? That's Madden for you, though. But he should have kept going to the sideline. I don't know why he stopped. But you can't win all of them. Like earlier, I had a game where I got the ball and had like 20-something seconds on the clock, made a completion. They ran the remaining clock off when I went no huddle.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right in a yard. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And Higgins is going to have the Bengals first down as he'll get this up to the 39. Now Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bull. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It completes it to Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And Burrow going to throw again.
It's a fumble.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the
Still being
tackle
short.
comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. It's one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
How he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Burrow will throw. That's taken in by Higgins. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams marching right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone. As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Dummy. Couldn't even run an RPO right there. It's predictable.
But I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Following the fumble recovery, O'Connell, complete to Trey Tucker. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, O'Connell. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. And O'Connell now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw, no shot.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And this
Bullshit.
is going to be intercepted.
Had no cheating.
Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr., 30 yards. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Looking for White on the deep ball. And got his man complete. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Zamir White. 84 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops in.
I'm not offsides. Like, where are they getting these random ass offsides?
That one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that.
Come on now.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here.
Here we go, here we go.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
You just twitch icon this light bulb.
Irv Smith Jr. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals
Let me get on my user.
gain the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
I wonder if the switch stick will be in Madden next year.
Kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Definitely would be
And
needed.
in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, O'Connell. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's White. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. To the air again with O'Connell. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. Throwing on 2nd and long. O'Connell. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. O'Connell. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Myers in motion right. Play action. Now O'Connell. Open man right side, Myers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
O'Connell on 1st and 10. This is caught by Tucker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
O'Connell looking to throw yet again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he is into the end zone to give them a 2-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
11, Thomas. 11. Gotta go.
Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Here we go.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
12.
Now it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Cheated,
This is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 46 yards. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Jacoby Myers, touchdown.
A little better blitz, get die by the blitz.
Jacoby Myers.
Easy to score one-play touchdowns on.
And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. Are they doing anything in particular?
Yeah, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down.
He's supposed to pick that.
And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to get this to the 31.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11.
Back to throw here. And we'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd down?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Come on, Hodge. You're not supposed to run into him.
Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Divine Diablo. It's a foot race.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2. And instead it gets picked off. How about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
And the troops rallied.
Exactly. And getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So haven't been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field.
Live by the blitz, you die by the blitz.
One big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now O'Connell. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
Live by the blitz, you die by the blitz.
On him because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
1st and goal, Raiders.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop
be the death when I watch this.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Death of them right there. Boom.
Touchdown! Austin Hooper. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie.
Good by the blitz. You die by the blitz.
And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th. And now they're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Couldn't ask for much more at this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
You know, safety to be more reactive. You don't have to lead one more than that too.
Smith Jr., 38 yards. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
Trying to give up some chance, man. He makes some plays, but his speed is a liability.
Touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Please blitz me, please. Thank you.
Offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
Thanks for moving there, guys.
This one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, O'Connell slants.
Go by the blitz, die by the blitz. Easy one-play touchdowns all day.
Devontae Adams, touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams, 66 yards. And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. O'Connell's throwing for it.
Live by the blitz, die by the blitz.
So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Gun. Stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He's got it to the 43 here.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Here we go. 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders 37. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They give to Nixon to try to pick it up. And not only will he not get the few punches he needs. He's going to go backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal
We
about
got
his desire
RPO
to take
defense
this
for all
running
that's
back
not
out of
going to
his
work.
game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
Madden.
Fourth quarter, down to the
Even
final
they
2
won't let me
minutes.
get on my
and we got a
user and they
one-score
drop my
game.
fucking
So
linebackers
the
for no
Bengals
fucking
in
reason.
possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here we go. This is 4th down.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Mix it up the middle.
Double
Follow his
tackle.
blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
He'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
You're not running RPOs on me, bro. Cancel that.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. To throw, Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
Hell, you got it tough, bro.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A final shot now for Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
Good tackle. Hey, you're not running RPOs on the defense, right?
This one is going to come to an end.
That's how you run RPO defense. Remember, if you run it from the base, you always have to flip your play. Always.
To get the victory.
You use that storm brave. The reason why is I get a flat over there to force the block. Instead of having him come down to get blocked, the block has to come to him. So what that does, it allows the guy that's manned up on the bubble screen to swing around. Okay? Pay attention. That's basically what we're doing. We're locking down the run, so he's not going to run it. Force him to throw the bubble, and we got him manned up. So he's not going to be able to do that. Every time you try to play that bullshit, pretty much had it bagged. It's like, see right there? Had it manned up, but force him to kind of throw it or run it. I need a safety that is faster, bro. Like he played it, he's just not fast. So I might have to use what's his name as a safety situationally in my nickel. I might have to take in my nickel 2-4. I'm probably gonna put Robertson in as my safety there. I think that's just more logical for me. But I mean, Connell, 406 yards, 5 touchdowns. Not too bad. I mean, dude was spamming blitzes, bro. Like, I'm gonna get a lot of passing yards versus people that spam two things: man coverage and blitzing. Like, you do not sit there and do that the whole fucking game. Like, I don't get this generation, but whatever floats their boat. This was actually clutch right here. You try to run that RPO. Yeah, and kind of just make sure you have a flat. Yeah, the two guys get blocked. They're manned up, and the third guy that's manned is just going to follow behind blocks. If you run it straight zone, they're all going to get blocked, and then the bubble is going to get open. But you always want to send a blitz with your RPO, but it's not like an all-out blitz. You just want to blitz two gaps. And you see right there, we're blitzing the A gap on one side, the C gap off the other. So he's basically forced to kind of throw that right into the hit stick. So that's just pretty much, I mean, Madden RPOs. I'm not sure how the college RPOs are going to be. I think they would pretty much fall into the same category. I don't think they're going to be as effective. I think the defense for RPOs is going to be a little bit better than they have been in Madden. Just simply because it plays faster. Like, your guys are going to be more fluent with your stick control. In Madden, you don't technically have that. The biggest thing that you're gonna have to get used to. All right, when rookies come into Madden, you'll be lucky if you get an 80 overall. You'll be lucky, and that's if they're considered, generational talent. They'll be an 80 overall as a rookie. In college, you're going to have a shitload of people that are 90 plus overall. Like, a lot. Unlike a lot of teams. And when they transition to Madden, remember, they're not going to be rated the same. A lot of people are going to be mad. They'll be like, well, it's a 94 overall in college. That's college, bro. Most of the people that play sports in college, they don't necessarily always go pro in sports. They go pro in real life shit, like being doctors, lawyers, stuff like that. So you got to kind of re-earn your ratings and shit when you come to the league. Give me one second to get something to drink. Oh, like I said, as far as defensive guys, man, if y'all are looking for a channel, if you're new to the channel or whatever, if you're looking for someone that's going to actually help y'all on the defensive side and not have a stupid-ass copy-paste meta evil, you come to the right channel, all right? I'm going to have lots of reps in versus what people are going to use. You know, the shit comes out, people are going to copy-paste what they seen the other people putting out there. But not me. I'm going to just run my Alabama playbook. Offense, defense. And I'm going to master that shit, okay? The thing about me, one thing that I know, playbooks are built around what your team has. So it's a little tough. I mean, you can probably find like a couple of formations that may work when you switch teams with the same playbook, but not everything's going to work. Okay, so remember that when you play your playbooks. You get a good idea of what your playbook has in it. Understand your roster. Know what you have on your roster. See, I know Alabama receivers used to be big, but lately they've just gotten fast. You know, they're more like Kansas City Chiefs style, fast. They don't have a lot of size, so I have to use like tight ends as my Z receiver. And the thing about college is you can sub people wherever you want. Like you got like 80 people, but you can sub people wherever the fuck you want. I'm not completely sure if that's going to stay the same, but in years past, that's how it was. Like you could put a cornerback at quarterback.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League
Or a safety at cornerback. You know, you used to be able to do all that shit. So I don't know if that's still going to be the same, but college did allow you to make creative adjustments. Madden, you're kind of limited how you can utilize your players.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas.
So it should be interesting. You like to put your running back and quarterback. You know, if you ain't got a fast quarterback, put your running back there. You know, run a read option with him. It'd be fun. See how people got that ability to improvise. You know.
Myers in motion right.
High.
O'Connell to throw right away. Gets it downfield the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Let's just call it, we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Myers in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tucker. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Now O'Connell now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Michael Mayer, 35 yards. And the Raiders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, it's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Raider
Somebody's
kickoff
defense
unit
is
now as
very
they send
limited.
this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot.
That ain't working.
Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. And they'll go on the ground.
It ain't working, bro.
Taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
That ain't working.
Pass to the sideline.
I don't know about that yet.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they've moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Mitchell. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Once more with Mitchell. And a minuscule
I play run defense, my guy.
from the 6 to the 5. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Because you don't know what that is.
Here's Purdy.
Give me that.
And this is going to be
And I match personnel. You're not going to get me out of position too often. That audible shit don't work. Not against my defense. Okay, get good. Try that. Try that yet?
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing, O'Connell. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with the football here. As 1st and 10. Adams, the man in motion right. First down throw, O'Connell. He finds Mayer here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. Shoves him aside, and that's complete to Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Once again, O'Connell back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. O'Connell to throw, 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
In motion left goes Myers. They'll go for it. O'Connell. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Shotgun now with Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. And he is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Purdy now to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard yards shy of the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Purdy looking to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's a run now with Kittle.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Purdy will throw for it.
And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the
Imagine running
25.
custom playbook in July. Fucking dumb.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
A final shot before break. O'Connell.
That's caught by Tucker.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And the 49er hands team does its job.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this down to the 32.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 15-8. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll be looking for the tying score here, down 15-8 as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, O'Connell. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Breaks through the contact. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
In motion left goes Myers. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers there to make the grab. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. O'Connell's throwing for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Raiders have recovered. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Throwing on 1st down, O'Connell. And it's
Underthrowing touch passes on it.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Throwing here, Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football in the second half, that's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit,
A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On third down, it's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Purdy to throw it on first down. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners have taken a fourth quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And just shedding him off there. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
Stick work, bitch.
Touchdown Raiders. Jacoby Myers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick.
And the Raiders have recovered.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Here's Samuel. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, helped to make the play defensively.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Samuel. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now they'll audible to something else. Out of the gun, Purdy. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Good pressure, Krause.
Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down.
What happens when you keep doing all them motions? I catch on to your game, my guy. Best there is at adjusting.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This is 1st and 10. Myers in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. Well, throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Oh, when they play that 3-3 defense, fellas. Too easy.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's 1st down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Nothing deep. We good.
Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. This one caught by Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's Purdy to throw.
That's complete to McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Here's 1st and goal. Throwing, Purdy.
That's offensive PI.
But it's incomplete. Defensively, now one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number one running option that you scouted and take away their number one receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Purdy with one final shot here.
Get out of here. Play defense.
So no miracles here on the final play.
One thing I do, man, I match up. My red zone defense, too. Pretty solid.
One-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leads them to ask you what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game.
He was clutching on Kittle in the 4th.
Final snap that just fell short.
It almost worked, that damn it. But I was content giving up the yards. I wasn't expecting him to get out of bounds, so that kind of hurt me. I played pretty good run defense. Outside of that one run that he had with Samuel, man, nobody really got anything big. Look, I kind of got robbed on the interception that I did throw. There ain't no highlight for it. I had that back. The lace. I could have waited on that. I had either one of those slants, but I got to start, I guess, only run that wheel with fast running backs. Like I was hitting it with Zamir White, but White can't really catch, so I had to, because he was open. Like, there's no reason that should have been a 100 throw. It was good route concept. Had he not been on that defensive lineman, I probably could have hit that drag though. Ran it up, but I probably should have waited. It's like he was running both outside ends. He put linebackers at the defensive end position and just dropped them into coverage, but he was like in hard flats. So you don't went up against so much of that shit. Like it's not hard to beat. Started getting some pressure on him. Lost my 3-4 eyed setup. I actually got a loop blitz on this one. Yeah, so when you rush two, then you drop your defensive ends in coverage. And I don't have a great offensive line. You allow me to have a great offensive line when you do this. Because the two that you got rushing will both get double teamed. That's number one. Number two, I'm not going to get a throw under pressure. Number three, receivers are going to hit the end point of their routes, right? When they hit the end point of their routes, they're going to get open. They're going to call for the ball. They're going to be open. First thing they're doing, their first step is wide open, wherever they go. I come back to it. I get the click on. I actually hit him a couple of times with this. I think he did it in the first quarter, too. But find it. I don't know what the fuck. He was like running a cover 3 cloud. And he vacated the middle of the field. He did it again. I guess he just started manning the outside receiver up with a safety. What the fuck he was doing. He kept doing it. It's like twice. The defender that was supposed to be in the middle of the field put him in the flat. All right, so this is like the delay route. I don't know why the slant route just stopped for no reason. And then he decided to run his slant again. But I think the main part of this was the block release. And I guess as soon as he went to the flat, we got the release off. And I guess he was making an adjustment because I caught him in cover 0. And I guess he had made an adjustment like at the last minute. I guess he's running like a double Mabel here. And I've learned, like ever since I played Civ, I was like, okay, a lot of people want to play Mabel coverage. Well, I'm just going to go to the middle of the field, you know. You see right there, I got all my routes flooded to the middle. And we're just cutting up the seams with the delay release route. My dude not playing, like he's shading. Like that was a bad user click line. That was late, number one. So when you're late on the click line, you're going to be delayed. It was covered. It was man coverage on the backside. Just wasn't pressed. I probably should have hit the tight end. If I would have read that safety a little better, I probably would have threw the tight end. But the fact that I didn't, you know. That boy just one hand catching him like that. But because he didn't, it allowed me to get that block with the tight end downfield. Should have been a touchdown. I think it's the one where I caught him. Caught him with the wheel in the cover 0. A little risky there because that slant and that wheel, they kind of hit the same end point. So what I might do is I might not run that slant in the wheel to the same side. I might run the drag off the backside and then run like a delayed dig route. I mean, I like that drag slant combo, but I don't think running the wheel with it to that side of the field is what I need to do. Because on the backside, again, like you said, to keep just putting it flat on the field, I can get over the top with that slant. I don't see the clutch play that I have with Jacoby. So that's the one to the tight end. It was one of the ones that I scored on. Why does it say 0 yard T to 3rd and 1? Pretty sure I scored on that play. There it is, Jacoby Miller, 74 yards. That was the one he got stick work on. Seen a lot of people want to run these little cover zeros and shit. And they don't understand you got to adjust. Like, you can't just run a base defense cover zero if you have. Like, one thing, I would never run a base defense versus a spread set. I would never run a base defense versus someone that motions consistently. Like, there are certain things that I will and will not do. You know? Just can't put myself in a position where I can get beat. Like, if I'm playing my 3-4 defense and it just gets to a situation where the person I'm playing is just motioning too much, and then, I'll switch off to a nickel or something. Like, I'm going to do what works. I'm going to stay in something if it's busted or if someone's finding a way to exploit. I don't do all that shit. That boy was ranked 35 and just got fucking destroyed. Just destroyed, bro. And he had the fucking 49ers. How many games has he played, bro, that he gave up that many points? Like, he's got like almost 3 times the amount of points that I got. Like, Jesus Christ. We hand that boy his loss. He had to have bought an ebook because the dude got a fucking custom playbook. I hate playing people that got customs, bro. It's just corny as fuck. That boy played over 4,000 games with the Chargers. I mean, with the 49ers. That's ridiculous. And we beat his ass. We beat his fucking ass, bro. Beat his ass, beat his ass, beat his ass. I like beating people in the top 100, man. Especially when they got custom, bro. It's annoying playing them, but that's wild. You play that many games. It's fucking July, bro. Put the meat stick down. That's ridiculous. That boy played 15 games and he got no life. No fucking life. That boy playing 3 times as much as I am. I don't run a lot of shotgun. I mean, my shit is just now coming back up. But I do balance out. That boy there. almost a 20 on unique plays. It's going to be a pretty high percentage. Yeah, he's over adjusting. There's no way you're getting off four more adjustments on defense. You know, you want to kind of keep that minimal. I don't know how to blow it right. I damn sure don't know huddle unless I need to. That's crazy, bro. We just beat the number 35 player in the world. The company that we're looking at. Obviously, that boy cheats, so I'm not going by shit he do. It's gonna get a good look of where he's at. So I need 10,000 points. So in order for me to get that, so that's like 1,500. So that's a quarter of what I already have. So I would need 200 wins to get into the top 100, if that's what we're going by. That's a lot. Not sure how many rated points you get per win or per loss. It's crazy. I'm like the only motherfucker in the top. I'd be the only motherfucker in the top 100 that would have the Raiders by his name. Dead ass. You don't see nobody else. And then you go to my rank. We're at 1558, so we're just kind of looking. Yeah. You can honestly say that I am the highest ranked user that uses the Raiders. Like dead ass. Because no one in the top 100 have it. And then I just got to go look at the other ranks. I got to win a couple more games. But it's 3:28, fellas. I need to get some sleep. We got a day tomorrow. Well, today. We got a day. Don't play some college. Let that bitch download. And hopefully y'all tune in, man. Like I know y'all want to play too. But, some of y'all, got jobs. I got a job. I mean, some of y'all got to work, and I got your fix. And another thing is, it's not like, I'm going to figure out the defense. Offense will come. Like, I don't think it'll be too hard playing with Alabama. I think they got a great offensive line, great running backs, good tight ends. Very good receivers. So, I mean, I shouldn't have to worry too much about offense. I can give y'all some good concepts to, add to your game. Because one thing about college that a lot of people don't understand is momentum swings fast. All right? You can be behind 40-0 in one quarter, just having a shit show day. And then next thing you know, you get a turnover, and next thing you know, you go into halftime, it's 38-40. Like, the ability to score and change the entire outcome of the game is it's unwary, like you can't predict it. You don't see it coming. You could be having blowout lead and give it up like that. So what we're going to try to do is if I'm in situations like that, you got to control the game. You got to get to a point where you're like, okay, is this enough points for me to minimize the turnover potential? You know, like you're not going to be wanting to run like a lot of gimmick plays, trick plays if you're in a lead. If you have a lead, control the ball. Don't be trying to run gimmicks and gadgets with, a 28-point lead or something like that. Just take care of the ball, become vanilla if you have to, but take care of the ball. Your quarterbacks aren't going to be, like even your high-rated quarterbacks, aren't going to be as accurate as they can be in Madden. Like a 91 quarterback in college is not going to be like a 91 quarterback in Madden. You're going to have a couple of throws that kind of get overled. They're still kids, But take care of the ball. If you're in the dynasties and stuff like that, use your depth. Use your depth. Don't sit there and just overutilize one player. He graduates. What the fuck are you going to have behind him? Motherfucker going to hit the transfer portal on your ass. Oh, you didn't play me, coach. And then now what you going to be doing? You're going to be using the redshirt freshmen. 68 overall. You're going to go from a dynasty to a what the fuck just happened. All right? Use your players. Use your depth. Stop trying to spam for fucking Heisman trophies. And fuck that. Play the game. Be a coach, man. Be a coach's player. Be a player's coach. All right? But other than that, main thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be jumping into regs. As soon as I kind of get a feel for, how a couple of things work that I'm intrigued about, like the switch stick and stuff like that. But I'm going to basically transfer my defense that I'm using in Madden over to college. I don't expect to, be shut down. College, big plays happen. Okay? The most you can do is try to slow down what people are doing. And then eventually, as the reps play out, eventually big plays happen. You might get a fumble. They might throw a bad pass. They're kids. Not everything's going to be perfect. Even with a high overall, they're bound to make a mistake. All right? So other than that, make sure y'all tune in as soon as I go live. If you're new to the channel, make sure you got notifications on because I'm going to be off Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I get home tomorrow, today at 2:30. So we're going to be all night. As soon as I wake up from the crack of dawn, all day Tuesday, same thing Wednesday. We're going to get y'all fixed for this NCAA. We're going to get y'all into the playbook with my deep dive. I'm going to get y'all the roster set up, and then we'll go from there. All right? Other than that, always appreciate y'all tuning in. Show love, show support. Hit me up. All right?